Welcome to today's episode. We're diving into summer decor crafts, fun ways to brighten up your space with easy, creative projects.
Summer always feels like the perfect time to get crafty, doesn't it? The colors, the light, it just inspires you to make something cheerful.
Absolutely. I love how summer crafts often use things you already have, like mason jars or scrap fabrics. Did you check out those painted mason jars?
Yes, they're so simple, but the pastel paints really give them that summer vibe. I can see them as vases or even lanterns for a backyard dinner.
And speaking of backyard dinners, DIY candle holders made from old jars are such a classic. Have you ever tried adding sand or shells inside for a beachy look?
I have. It's like bringing a little bit of the seaside home, plus it's a good excuse to collect shells on vacation.
That's the best part, personalizing your decor with little memories. I also noticed the article mentioned fabric garlands. They're such an easy way to add color.
Right, and you don't even need to sew. Just tie strips of leftover fabric to a string. It's a great way to use up scraps, and kids can help too.
Exactly. It's like summer camp vibes at home. I think making garlands could even become a family tradition.
That's a fun idea. And what about those painted flower pots? It's amazing how a little paint transforms them from plain to playful.
Definitely. I like to use bold colors, maybe even try geometric shapes. Have you ever stenciled designs onto pots?
I have, and it's surprisingly easy. Tape on a stencil, dab with a sponge, done. It's also a clever way to label your herbs.
I love that. Basil gets a bright green pot, rosemary a deep blue. Suddenly your windowsill looks like a mini garden festival.
And if you're feeling extra crafty, you can glue on beads or buttons. Kids really get into that, though sometimes my kitchen floor pays the price.
That sounds familiar. At least the mess is part of the fun. Another project I liked was the summer wreaths using faux flowers and ribbons.
Yes, they look great on a front door, and because you're using artificial flowers, they last all season, even through those hot, sunny days.
Right. I've seen people add little lemons or tiny flamingos for a quirky touch. It's like telling your neighbors, summer lives here.
I think that's what I love about summer decor. There's no pressure for perfection. It's just about celebrating the season and having fun.
Exactly. The article also talked about using natural materials, like driftwood or twigs. Have you ever made a wall hanging with those?
I have. It's as simple as tying pieces together with twine. Sometimes I add little shells or even paint the wood for a pop of color.
It makes me think of those boho-style wall hangings you see in magazines, but way more affordable and personal.
Totally. And who knew you could make something so stylish from a walk in the parks?
Sometimes the simplest materials lead to the best projects. Speaking of simplicity, did you notice the tip about upcycling tin cans into planters?
I did. A little spray paint, maybe a few holes for drainage, and suddenly you've got a cute herb garden.
I once used washi tape to decorate the cans. It's easy to switch up the look if you get bored with one pattern.
That's smart. Plus, it's a great way to recycle. Less waste, more green, literally and figuratively.
For sure. And did you see the idea about making your own summer-themed signs? A piece of wood, some paint, and a catchy phrase. Instant art.
Good vibes only, or welcome to our oasis. It sets the mood right at the door. I always admire those hand-painted signs. They add so much personality.
They do. And if freehand painting isn't your thing, stencils or vinyl letters make it easy. No one has to know you didn't do it all by hand.
That's my kind of shortcut. And if you mess up, just repaint and start over. Summer crafting should be low stress.
Agreed. The article really emphasizes that crafts are about enjoying the process, not creating something perfect.
That's true. I think sometimes people worry their projects won't look Pinterest worthy, but honestly, it's about making your space feel happy.
Exactly. If a bright yellow flower pot makes you smile, then it's a win. Do you have a favorite summer craft you always return to?
I love making sun catchers with old glass beads and wire. When the sunlight hits them, it's like a mini rainbow in my window.
Oh, that sounds magical. I might try that this year. I usually do painted rocks with my kids, little ladybugs or fruits to scatter in the garden.
That's so cute. Painted rocks are so versatile. Plus, if one doesn't turn out, it just adds character, right?
Absolutely. Sometimes the imperfect ones get the most laughs. Crafting is a good reminder to let go a little.
And summer is the perfect season for that. Long days, open windows, and a little creativity. It just feels right.
Couldn't agree more. I hope everyone listening feels inspired to try a new summer craft. Maybe even start a tradition with family or friends.
Yes, and don't be afraid to experiment. The best projects often start as accidents, or with that, what if I try this moment?
So true. As we wrap up, here's something to think about. What could you create this summer that brings a little extra joy or color into your home?
Great question. And remember, it doesn't have to be fancy, just something that makes you smile every time you see it.
Thanks for joining us today. Until next time, happy crafting and enjoy the sunshine.